Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be talking about the Sun in conjunct the Ascendant in the natal chart. Now, first off, some of you may remember when I first started my YouTube astrology channel, I did a series on the aspects in the natal chart that were a little bit concise. Some people may have referred to them as snappy, so what I decided to do was make another series on them in which the videos would be a little bit longer and more descriptive. So anyway, first thing up is, well, if you have the Sun in conjunct the Ascendant in a natal chart, there may be an adjustment, which is the inconjunct, between your basic wants, which is the Sun, and new beginnings. One or the other may be overemphasized. There may be too much emphasis on just what you want in general, and not enough focus on starting new projects and endeavors, or the other way around. If the Sun, is in the zodiac sign Cancer, the basic wants, naturally can be tied in with the home, family, things that are nostalgic, ancestry, safety, security, having protection, things that are connected with introversion. The thing is, and you can be a very strong imbalance between these energies, and also as far as the expression of the true self, which is the Sun. The Sun is the true self, the basic fundamental character, and then not enough on the expression of the outer self, or vice versa. The thing is, you can have, if you have, your rising sign in Taurus, there may be either too much or too little expression of those, the outer Taurian traits, which can include being persistent, patient, persevering, trustworthy, tenacious, um, doing things, coming through on what one says he or she is going to do, loyalty, steadfastness as some examples. And the thing is, and it's, the inconjuncts can be a lot of, vacillation and distortion of energy. The thing is, I know when you have your ascendant, regardless of aspects, you're going to express a lot of those, the qualities and characteristics anyway. But, if you have, again, the Sun in conjunct the ascendant natal chart, there might be a little bit, a lot more at some point, and then other times not be so much, because, again, it could be where the Sun energy may be emphasized a lot in some cases, and then the rising sign or ascendant in others compared to the Sun. Now, another thing too is that what you can physically do, which is the ascendant being connected, with the physical body, may have too much or too little effect on the ego. If you're somebody, that say, prides yourself, on vigorous work, on doing things of a physical nature, whether it's something work or employment related, or it could be just working out vigorously. It is some cases it might have too much of an effect on your ego, or just not enough. So there's things that can look at as far as this aspect goes. If the ascendant, say, is an Aquarius, what may be physically done may be tied into altruism, selflessness, humanitarianism. It could be environmental, work, as some examples. And the thing is, another way that this aspect may manifest or pan out in the chart, there may be too much, emphasis, on, the biological father and dominant males in one's life, which is the Sun, and not enough on people that may have been prominent in one's early childhood, which is the ascendant. Say if the Sun is in the zodiac sign Leo, the biological father and dominant males may actually be, Leo, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant people, or simply embody the characteristics of the sign. It could be people that are very dignified, have a lot of pride, are courageous, have fortitude, magnanimous, generous, but yet extravagant, gregarious, extroverted, as some examples. And the thing is, there could be, an imbalance, that energy. And the key is to find, again, that equilibrium and balance between the two in terms of the time that may be spent with the biological father and dominant males, again, which is the sun, and the people that were prominent during your early childhood. And another thing, about the sun in conjunct the ascendant in a natal chart, as far as how it may manifest or be expressed, it could be, there may be, as far as, an attitude may be very domineering, or it could be the other way around, where the person may be excessively dominated by others, because keep in mind the sun is about, domination. And the thing is, there's got to be a balance. Nobody, it's not right to be, overly domineering. But at the same time, you don't want it to be a point where you become completely, passive or timid or submissive and allow yourself to be constantly, at the mercy of other people as well. So I think it's about having, a balance or happy medium with the two. If, say if Leo is involved, it could be where there is, very strong dominant energy, at times. And let's say that you have the inconjunct aspect involving Leo and Pisces. Well, that could really indicate something where, you have the Pisces energy being very passive, and you have the Leo being, again, very domineering, could be controlling, Leo is very loud and boisterous. Pisces could be very timid, submissive, so you would have a very strong contrast with that energy. Now, another thing, too, is that, this aspect can also be about having, at times having that, exorbitant amount of drive and motivation, which is the sun, in matters that are associated with the appearance and physical body, which is the ascendant, and other times just be completely, apathetic regarding it. Now, the thing is, let's say, if the ascendant is in Gemini, say, the appearance may be, in many cases, be rather thin and slender, and, there may be, as far as, the physical body goes. I mean, Gemini rules, the arms and the hands, so it's like, there may be an overly, concern, to make sure that's taken care of. There are issues with those body parts, and other times, the person might be, just like whatever. If the ascendant is in Libra, it could be a rather, attractive appearance that somebody is concerned, overly concerned about, but at other times, not necessarily so much. Libra rising can often be, formed in an elegant manner and tall and slim in many cases. But anyway, now another thing, about the sun in conjunct the ascendant natal chart. Keep in mind that inconjuncts can often be about physical related issues, and there may be, physical related, which is the ascendant, issues associated with the heart, the spine, or the upper back, which is the sun. And the thing too, about this as well, I would say too, you have the sun in the ascendant, really, and it's interesting because they're both tied in with the physical body. The sun has a connection with the physical body, even though the ascendant is what dominates the appearance and physical body. So I would say, an aspect like this can really, indicate there may be some issues that, almost everybody has issues with the physical body, regardless of aspects in their natal chart. But this may be more emphasized, with this, and more of a focus on, those matters. I would say more so than many other aspects. And the sun also rules the left or right eye depending on gender, so there may be issues with that as well. If the sun is in Pisces, it could be rather blurry type of vision, as an example. Anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment. Until next time, Edwin Learnard saying, stay well.